If you hosted a holiday party or maybe visited grandparents with the kids over the holidays, think about whether you notice something off with your older loved ones. Often people facing whether a relative has the early warning signs of Alzheimer's or dementia don't know what to do next. Steve Slayton has some answers. He's the executive director for the Kenwood by Senior Star. Steve, welcome. Good to see you.
Thank you so much for having me.
So what are some red flags that would be top of mind for people?
Number one would be memory loss, significant memory loss. Things like forgetting their spouse's name, forgetting where they are in a familiar place, confusion or challenges with following direction, forgetting how to follow a recipe that they've cooked 100 times before, difficulty with familiar tasks like using the microwave or the oven, which can be a big red flag because it can also be a safety issue.
Right.
Withdrawing, pulling back from social gatherings that they get together with, card groups, church groups, things like that. And then repetitive behavior, telling you stories and then telling you the same story 5 minutes later.
So if you see some of these red flags with one of your family members, who can best tell you if you're right about your suspicions?
Well, if you notice these things, the best thing to do is encourage them to get to their doctor, and he can better evaluate their health and their needs and give them direction and guidance on what they can do.
Is it something that a relative should accompany them to? Is there a difficulty sometimes in getting them to get an evaluation?
There is. Sometimes it's a very touchy subject, so you got to kind of go about it, in a gentle way. And it's good to convince them to go no matter what. It's good to have a baseline evaluation of where they're at for future.
And what kind of, I know that people who are in this caregiving type of situation, sometimes they need support too.
Absolutely.
What kind of support is it important to look for if you're in this type of situation?
Well, we actually have Alzheimer's support groups at the Kenwood that meets the first Wednesday of every month. So it's good to get in groups and talk with other people that are going through the same things. And it's hard on the caregivers. It really is. So they need support also.
It must be kind of a helpless situation. How do families sort of evaluate whether that person who has dementia or Alzheimer's, when they have to go into a facility and maybe have some care more frequently than if they were at home by themselves?
Well, in a spousal situation, you want to see the toll it's taking on the spouse that doesn't have Alzheimer's, because sometimes they're in poor health and it really can take them down also. So it's evaluating what's best for everybody in the whole scenario of the family.
All right. People can go to the Kenwood by Senior Star for more information on your website, or should they call?
They can call or go to our website, and it's seniorstar.com/Kenwood, or you can call us at 513-666-5256.
All right, very good.
Sorry, I'm new to the area and I don't know the
That's
area
okay.
codes yet.
And it's hard to remember phone numbers anymore with everything's in our smartphone these days. But Steve, thank you so much for that good information. We really appreciate it.